Set. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
You must be dreaming.
Ready, set.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And his first pass is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Leonard Williams was one of the top draft picks coming out of USC. And he's done nothing to diminish the comparisons people make of past greats.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Breeze. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 41 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. It's caught, Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Come on, QB, come on.
Again, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 8 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them, and we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Set, 8, read.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Ready. 5'8". 5'8".
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
On play action, it's Brees. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Breeze now on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Breeze now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready? You ready?
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I had said it before the play actually happened, if I had first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down.
Ready? Yellow lady.
44.
I got him.
To throw is Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They'll run for it. This is Murray, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Jones throwing on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pick your game up. 47 is the mic. 48.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Jones now operating from the gun. And Tate's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Ready. Ready.
54 Mike. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Shoot.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
60 or.
Check, 47.
Get that quarterback.
Ready.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 64 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Throwing Jones. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action, Brees. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brees. Again has it complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Brees on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. You go crazy.
A 10th carry for Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Lutz with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Let's go, Billy. Bring it on.
And New York set to take the field. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Jones, off play action. Finds his tight end Ingram.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. He completes it to Tate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, B. Big series.
Get up.
You got to step it up.
So that one will be accepted.
Day.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's go. 47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Another try for Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And they just did not get the snap away in time. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Breeze going to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Breeze now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Now Breeze on third down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Ready. 95-56, 95-56.
Stay with your man.
On the ground, Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Kamara. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They begin with a run by Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.